Welcome you guys back into my video over here. So what I'm doing now is I'm making sure you guys understand something about life. I'm making sure you guys understand how to live your life. So how do you live your life? I mean, make sure I understand that for myself over here. Making sure I'm always planning my life differently and making sure I'm doing something different along the way to help myself to succeed is the whole point. So as I actually grow myself differently, making sure you guys understand that my life is more in it to win it than it is to lose it. And in a sense, so for myself, I have to make sure that I'm always learning how to grow different aspects of my life differently. So what I'm doing is I'm always covering up myself. I have to cover myself up, yeah? I have to cover myself up with the massive beautiful life over here. And why is that? Because around here, I can see how cold it is. I can see over here right now, in terms of Tasmania and Launceston over here, in terms of Sydney and Launceston, because I'm going to Launceston direction. I can see Launceston has more coldness over there. I can see the words. I mean, now that's the truth. The thing is about Launceston is I understand it's a new area for me to go in. I'd rather go there just to go and understand it's better for me to do so because it's more affordable. I'm free to go, so why not? And just go and study upon the area and just go see it. But the thing is about now, in terms of my life and how I plan my life, I plan my life in different ways. And now, when I use graphic designs, I use 3D paint. And before it was 2D paint. Before, people were making 2D paint on it. But now it's 3D paint. And I do that with laptop. I do that with my Lavana laptop. And as I grow myself, I want you to understand that I'm always growing in different ways. But if you feel yourself contracting in the body, then understand it's because of cold air or hot air. I mean, in the sense of what you need to do is understand that if you get to a hero somewhere and it's too hot, then you fall asleep. But if you go somewhere where it's freezing, and it's too cold, and then you fall asleep. Because too cold means fall asleep, and too hot means fall asleep. I mean, that's the way it is. But if you're finding the temperature in the middle somewhere, then it's excellent for you. So make sure you understand that what's important for you is to learn how to grow yourself differently, making sure that you're doing your life coaching videos, you're doing the most you can around town, you're doing the most you can around life. But for myself to do branding photos today, I feel I can see through the communicational style today, but there's no chance for me to do branding photos today because I feel I have to do something different. And why is that? I feel I have other aspects of life to do. Whereas now, you must understand that if anything stops my internet in life, then I stop my fashion photos too. But do I really? But guess what? But it's never that. But it's never to do with that. But it's more, I have to do more music production. I have to do other aspects of life. I have to do some graphic designs. But it's all business. But it's all business. And what kind of business is that? I mean, the business of being able to promote your music with a cover design, or being able to do a life coaching video, or being able to put life coaching videos into the laptop to put it into a USB to never lose it, or being able to go to a store to have food and drink to eat tonight, or getting a towel at the supermarket store to be able to have a shower. I mean, that kind of business. It's a life business. or knocking on the door here to make sure I have one more accommodation night over here. And so the thing is, all the time, if you're focusing on helping yourself to succeed, I mean, the best thing you can do is drink water before you do your life coaching videos or any kind of videos so you can do better. So anyway, so as I grow, I'm looking for that new area of life. And the new area of life is I can always go and mention vocals of other people's in my vocals, and I can make it come true. I can get other people's remixes and I can make them 1 hour long. And that's the thing about life. I understand that what I want to do is make different remixes for different aspects of life. And as I go and do that for myself, I'm learning different styles. I'm learning how to make these events come true. The thing is that what fuels the events is the money that you have. Now what fuels the money is the words you have. Now, you must understand that if you understand something about life, if you understand how much more power you have, because if you combine the whole world together in knowledge, but you have your word I, but they have no word I, then you are that much more powerful. And you're more powerful than the world, in words. I'm finding out now I'm more powerful than everybody else in words. I'm very strong in words. So as I grow myself differently, I'm making sure you understand that if I go 3 days without shower, then guess what? I'll make sure to have a shower very soon. Because I never ever go 3 days without a shower. I never go 1 day without a shower. Let alone 3. I mean, so no matter what, be able to go and grow yourself regardless, and be able to understand straight away that what's important for you is understand this. You must go and grow yourself and be someone who's cleaner throughout time, by making sure that you have all the type of necessary deals that you need to succeed always. So for myself over here, I'm not saying that if I do this, whereas now the thing is for myself that around here I can see it's cold. I mean, there's no doubt about it. But that's why I'm having a nice beautiful hoodie like this, because I understand that what's important for myself is to keep warm for myself. I'm always studying. I'm studying something new today. I'm learning the game of art. I'm learning how to speak words. I'm learning to be on offense today about words, regardless of what's happening. I'm learning to speak up about everything about life. I'm not saying that no matter what, I can see straight away how I feel. I feel always different. I feel always making sure I'm learning something different about life. I'm learning the actual architecture of life over here. I already understand that Bret Hart has more skills than Brock Lesnar in the ring. I understand in terms of wrestling ring at the same size weight. I understand that. I understand all that every single day. You must understand if you want to compete with yourself, if you want to grow yourself, I understand that Kurt Angle also has more skills in the ring than Brock Lesnar. I could see that in the ring, and you put them together as one size. I mean, why does that help you? I mean, it just helps you to understand what I mean. I mean, understand every single day, and no matter what, as I grow myself differently, I'm learning for different architecture, I'm learning for different ways of skills. Those people who never speak more words have adversity. But for myself, I never had adversity. I never have adversity because I can look through it. I can see through everything in life. I'm not sure though, that if you put a woman with me for the past 4 days, which one is able to do it with me? Well, that's the thing. I feel Diana is able to do it with me. I feel she's able to do it with me, but other people, nah. Which they have no chance to do this, man. Which they have no communication skills to be in a long-term relationship with anybody, mate. Which that's the thing about I'm learning that right now. I'm learning how I feel about that situation. I can see that straight away. I mean, is Beyonce able to do this with me for 4 days? Which that's the thing. I feel she is saying no. I feel she is never able to do this with me personally. So she's never able to do it with her husband either. And that's the thing about life. I'm not saying that. So no matter what, I see Tori Wilson. I mean, is Tori Wilson able to do this with me? Or should not? Or should now? That's the thing about life. Or should I understand that? I understand that what's important here is finding those people who can do it. I mean, those people who can be with you. I understand that. But the thing is, every single day, I find much more attractiveness in out here. I see Christina Nedic able to do it with me over here in the past 4 days. Or she gets what approach is she? Or should not? Or there's no chance, mate. I said, so make sure you understand what's important for me is I'm learning, yeah? I'm learning the different architectures of life. So I'm learning how to go and grow myself differently. I've been 4 days around here for around $50 in this 1-bedroom apartment. And now since it's a 1-bedroom apartment for me, I understand that you must understand. I give $13 a night and around $13 a night. I give around $13 a night to have 1 bedroom here in Surrey Hills Village Hostel. And it's amazing. And I'm in Redford City. But the thing is, I see the rooms will be cold. I have around $50 for the next, whatever, day. I mean, I have around $50 for the next amount of days. The thing is, I'm able to afford just to be able to eat my food and drink, at least. And some accommodation. And that's it. But the thing is, when I'm saying that what's important is, that's never important to me. Actually, what's important to me is the words I give today. So I'm not saying that what I want to do daily is I'm not saying how to go and grow myself differently. And that's why I'm learning. I'm learning how to grow myself the better way of life. But the truth always comes out about people. I mean, the truth always sets you free. I see Dragan Melenko in the past 4 days here with me. Which now, she's someone she's someone that can do it with me. Which she's strong, mate. Which she's strong with words. I see it. But the thing is, every single day, learn how to understand how to grow yourself. And I'm always more attractive. I'm always understanding straight away how I'm learning that nice, beautiful barrier of life. But the thing is, every single day, you have to learn how to grow yourself in different ways. I mean, you have to go and understand the freedom of life. And you have to understand, I just woke up grooming myself quickly. And I woke up before 9:30 a.m. today. I'm making sure I'm always waking up early in the morning. I was with my hands, I realized it has to be cold now. But why? Well, just because how can I cover it now? Well, it's more how it is. I could put my hand in my pocket here. I could put one of my hands in my pocket. Now is it much better for me? Well, guess what? Push it here. Push it here. And what else can I do? I can put a laptop on my lap. Put a laptop on my lap here. And I can try to do a video like that with my hands in my pocket. And now, is it much better for me? Push it here. Push it here. So, no matter what, I feel I just want to understand something about life over here. And what do I want to what do I want to understand? I want to understand that my life is nice and beautifully improving right now in different ways. So I'm understanding that I want to grow myself differently, and I want to make sure I'm on top of the game, yeah? I'm on top of my life, mate. I'll put my laptop on my lap over here, make sure I understand straight away how I feel. I feel that there's always a better way to do something, but as I go and grow myself differently, I'm learning different architecture of life. I'm learning how to go persuade myself to be much more great. But as I be much more great about my life, I'm learning to see what else I can do about everything I'm doing. Or what else is there to do in life? I mean, what else can you do about life itself when you're growing yourself? But that's the thing about life. I mean, the thing about life is learning. And learning what? I mean, learning the key differences, yeah? I mean, you're learning the key differences of what? When you're being able to study upon your life. I mean, making sure that no matter what, if you're growing yourself, you're making sure that you're learning. Guess what? I'm very important. I'm making sure always that I feel something over here. I feel this nice and beautiful compulsion to succeed and to make sure I can go and move somewhere, to make sure I can go and find a different deal, and a little bit that way, a little bit. It's more how it is. So I want to actually just go and see this nice and beautiful way of life over here, where I can understand something. I can understand how I'm changing. I'm changing my circumstances. I'm changing the person I am. I'm changing different aspects of life. I'm using my laptop to just go and speak to you, mate. I'm using my laptop here. And as I use my laptop, I understand straight away. It's just like that, isn't it? I mean, there you go. I mean, that's even warmer for me, isn't it? But that's how it is. I mean, now look at the quality of the video. I mean, what's better for you in the quality of the video right here? Which the other way, yeah? Which the other way is much better, isn't it? So I'm learning something about this video. I mean, there's a different quality, but this way is warmer for me. So what's much better? Jesus Christ. When Jesus Christ says, go the other way. I mean, go the other way. Go the other way. And the other way is much better, isn't it? Because it's much better quality. So the thing is right now, I'm saying that what I want to do is learn, yeah? I'm learning different ways of life over here. I'm learning to understand that. I learn different quality of life. I'm learning how to just cover up my different ways of life over here. And guess what? Probably should. It's more like that, isn't it? I mean, I see how cold it is. I mean, it's getting cold around here. But the thing is, I can never rely on anybody else to do anything. I can never rely on other people to give me money. I can never rely on other people to help me grow. I can never rely on anybody else except my words today. And my words guide me. I mean, or else my words is something that guides me throughout life. We have to be social, yeah? We have to be very social today. I mean, you guys have to be social with everybody today. And the thing is, with everybody, I understand that if you want to be the most social today, speak to an audio camera like this. I mean, speak to the video like this. And that's the most social you can be today. Of you can never do, you can be the best you can be, always. But you can never ever do anything else other than grow. I mean, you can only ever grow, but to be able to grow yourself the most, then it has to be with you and never with other people. Well, shoot. I grow by myself the most. I never grow with other people as much as I do with myself. Because they limit you, and they have no patience to talk to you. I mean, regardless of who you are. I mean, they get arrogant at some point about you. I'm learning a lot. But at some point, those people get arrogant at you, and no matter who it is. No matter who it is. I can just imagine. But my wife here has a gate towards something greater. And so do my kids. And they feel that they understand me and how I do it. But you have to understand that any other way, not. They get arrogant, mate. And why is that? Because it's more how it is. If I keep talking in front of your face all night long, do you stand a chance to listen to me? Guess what, bro? That's why, because you have to better your communicational skills here. You have to talk up. I'm not saying that they're all the same like that. So let's just say I do treat the woman just as a friend by speaking in front of her face all day long. I'm always in the face speaking to her. All of them want to go somewhere else. So what does that mean? That means that all they're really looking for is sex with you. That's it, bro. They're all looking for sex with you. Now, if you only have sex with them and sex with them and sex with them, now, guess what? It's more how I feel from this point, you can get violent. But are they able to be violent here? Or should they get very violent with you? Yeah. The more sex you want from them, or from people, in pleasure, even if they're never communicating more words, the more violent they want to be with you. I see that too. So what is the way here? Now listen to me this way. Learn something different about these people. That they are unaware about this. If you want too much sex from them, then they get violent. But if you want to talk too much in front of them, they want to go away from you. And then they never want to be with you either. So what do you need to get them to do? You have to get them to speak words to you more and more in order to be with them. And that's why women leave you, and that's why women go to somebody else. And now it's never the pleasure here. It's never the pleasure with them. But it's more connection of words is what makes them stick to you. And what kind of words? It's one of the words here. Talk to them words like you do in a video like this, or any kind of audio program that you make. Talk words to yourself all day long like this, and talk to yourself how you do to them. That's what they want. They want that. But they may leave you completely because you've done that. Now, why is that? Because they feel they have no communicational skills here. So what do you have to do from that point to keep them? Now, that's the thing. You have to have sex with them to keep them here. You have to have sex with them. So if they want to leave you, how are you meant to understand that? That's the thing about them. They're unaware of what they're doing. So what you have to realize is, in order to keep them, you have to understand that I see Jesus Christ saying it's more like that. If you never have sex with them when they want you to have sex with them, then they leave you for another man or woman. Because they have no communicational skills. They have no communicational skills to vibe with you about life with words. So they need someone to vibe with themselves in bed, man. That's the way it is. I'm better than that. I'm making sure that no matter what, I'm learning how to grow myself. But do you talk to them in any kind of way, or how do you talk to them? Just speak words to them regardless. Now, with any kind of woman or something like that, I understand if you just talk to them, or men, and you talk to them in a seducing manner to just get them in bed with you, to keep touching you and all that, that's leading to pleasure, isn't it? But that's the thing. That's the thing about that. You can do it. The thing is, talk more words regardless without having to touch people. It's much better overall. That's more discipline. But then understand straight away how people are going around there and they try to act like something big because they have women to have pleasure with. And guess what, bro? It's more how they're trying to put in your face and they're trying to make you jealous. The thing is, you have to understand that they are trying to just impress themselves here about how much women they can get. And eventually, those people have no kids. They have no kids eventually. And then they go around looking at other people and how other people have kids. And guess what? They're so jealous. They're jealous of everybody who has kids, mate. Because they have no kids, mate. And then they go around fucking much more They see that guy holding a child, or that woman holding their children, and like, they're jealous of these people. But meanwhile, they're trying to make other people jealous by how much they can have sex with people. But here, they're aware of it. And they're aware of this. But you must understand that what's important is learning to understand that it's never about sex and chasing sex. Whereas for me, it's more words. I realize, whereas the words of life is something that actually helps you. So realize this: I'm never doing anything else other than much more, and I'm never ugly. But I'm understanding every single day that as I grow myself differently, I see that those people who can never be with me now, are the ones who can never deserve me right now. And they never deserve me right now. But the thing is, the other people who can be with me now are choosing other people who can actually be with me long term as well. And they're the ones who are much stronger than other people. But the thing is, right now, I'm understanding something. I'm understanding that if you go the brothel way and escort way and you start having sex with all these men and women via sites, in terms of via sites and sex sites and all that, Roshi can wreak havoc on you, mate. Roshi, that can destroy you. Roshi can destroy your money. Roshi can destroy your time, which is more valuable than money. And those people are never going to be with you long term either. Or that's a more short term thing, man. Or now, if you're looking for love, then never find it in other people. I mean, you have to find it in yourself. I mean, love comes from within. It comes from within the word you say, and nothing else. So the more words you can say, the more love you have to give. But I understand that no matter what, that these women over here and people who never even want to be close to me right now, which they never deserve me, which they never deserve my knowledge of what I have. So that's up to them. So that tells me they're unaware about everything. So what does that say? Well, that says, hey, I'm doing my best. I'm showing them who I am, totally, and they don't want to be with me. And that's the thing. I never needed to be with me, ever. I can go and get something for myself, regardless. So that's the thing. If they're never with you now, then they never deserve you. Yeah. If they're never messaging you, then they never deserve you. Now, guess what, if you want to understand something about life, then understand straight away that if other people are trying to make you physically sick around here, then guess what? I mean, let it be that way. And it means that you have, I mean, guess what? I mean, it means you just have a better life, mate. I just have a better life regardless. I feel other people are trying to make me physically sick, mate. I mean, guess what? I mean, is it really? I feel that way. But what I want to do is move on, man. I deserve better than this. I deserve better than this hostel, man. But they put me here. I mean, they put me here through their actions, mate. I mean, yeah. I mean, they don't want to give me money, mate. I asked for it. I can imagine myself with 20 grand in my pocket right now and more. I'll go to a hotel instead of this. But listen, I mean, along the way, I'm learning something different. I'm learning how adversity is. I'm learning different adversity over here of words. And the thing is, I never feel adversity right now. I never feel adversity. I feel I'm just alone in words. And that's where you want to be. But if you look at the words and you go into the words, I mean, that's how I was when I was a little baby in my mum's womb. I mean, the words I speak right now out of my soul, now to me right now, in terms of my word I, is the time of me being in my mum's womb. Yeah, which is the same scenario. I'm feeling so safe in it. I'm feeling so safe here. I feel so safe in the words, mate. I Jesus Christ what he does about this situation. Jesus Christ says, it's time to go. I mean, where should we go? Jesus Christ says, there's a better place, mate. I mean, go to Launceston and let it be. I have to go from this place, mate. But the thing is, every single day, I'm learning something different. Let it be this way. Most of the people in Australia have never been to Launceston. I get to visit one more area of Australia, one more time. I understand, but I've been up the coast of Sydney to Brisbane. I've been up the coast. went Newcastle, I went Port Stephens, I went Port Macquarie, I went Consuelo. I was about to drop out. I was about to drop into Grafton. I went to Brisbane. I mean, why is that? I realized because in that time, it's a better deal for me. I mean, why? I mean, I went busking performances instead, man. I mean, busking performances is much more. I've seen Grafton. I see what I can see around Grafton, but that I where's that area? Wish I never go there. Which there can be a time where I may go from Brisbane just by Uber. I can rent a hotel for one day. I can rent a hotel for one day. Just walk the city a bit. I can do it. I've seen it. It's a country town. Or guess what? Make sure you understand that if you have snots in your nose, then suck it dry into you and swallow it. That's it, man. I mean, it's your snots, man. I mean, for fuck's sake. I mean, what do you want to do? But I feel no adversity. I feel people are trying to put me in adversity, but no matter what they do, they never can put me in adversity, man. I feel Jesus over here, and how he's just speaking to people. I can imagine Jesus Christ over here. As Jesus Christ is. But Jesus Christ is someone on the floor over here, and they're whipping him. But Jesus Christ is talking words here, and he's sticking to the words instead. And he's never doing anything else, and he never looks at what they're doing to him, but he's looking at the words that he speaks to himself in that moment. Yeah, or she feels totally safe in the words, doesn't he? Or that's where you have to be. Or she has to be. And then he gets on the cross, and he may be cold on the cross as well. And he may be understanding right now that they put a nail into his leg. But Jesus Christ says, forgive him, yeah, with the words. And just look at your words anyway. And look at your words. I mean, do your words hurt you? I mean, do your words hurt you? They can never hurt your words, can they? I mean, they can never take away your words, can they? They can never take away your words. So that's eternal life, isn't it? So I can imagine Jesus Christ may feel physical pain, but he says, look at the words though. Which the words have no physical pain. Which my words have no physical pain out. Which physical pain never comes in the words, but how Jesus Christ says, that's the way. Which then Jesus Christ may be cold on the cross, but Jesus Christ says, nah, but look at the words, man. I understand the words over here guide me. I'm looking to see these people here, and I can see them, but I'm talking words and they never understand me, do they? Which they never understand me. I can feel Jesus Christ over here on the cross. I can see it's more I'm sticking to the words over here, I'm looking at them. I say it's time to go, but the thing is that they never understand me. Which that's what Jesus Christ said on the cross, mate. Which yeah, I love Jesus Christ. Make sure all the time I'm learning, yeah. Learn that nice beautiful architecture. Learn to see anyway, as I really grow myself differently, I'm learning the different architecture of life. I'm making sure that I'm learning the different aspects of life, mate. But if you're looking at the words over here, then you can see that Jesus Christ went to prison. Jesus Christ says, come on, man. I have the words over here. I have the words over here, man. You can never put me in prison. You can never put me in prison when I have words. When he's saying, yeah. How can you put someone in prison when you have words to speak? I mean, freedom is in the words, mate. It's in the words. I understand that. So what you need to realize is the words is the way, and the freedom is in the words. And the words can never hurt you. But people can hurt you physically. But the words can never hurt you physically, can it? Watch now, what hurts you physically in life? It's just people who have no words to say. Watch, that's what it is. So Jesus Christ was in those times where people were lacking words to say to him. And that's all it is. Which I don't wear. And that's it. Which it's one big dream, isn't it? Which although you must understand the worst dream, which I feel Jesus Christ here with the worst dream of life, mate. But the thing is, I mean, yeah, I feel Jesus Christ has the worst dream here, where they're doing that to him. Which I can feel that. I mean, that's a different type of worst dream. Like Hitler's worst dream in terms of killing people alone, which Hitler wins that one. But the worst dream overall, I mean, it has to be Jesus Christ for the worst dream, man. And the worst dream of life is Jesus Christ over here. But the best dream of life is also Jesus Christ, man. Which, yeah. Why is that? I mean, why? I mean, look at Jesus Christ's story. I mean, look at his Bible. Look at the words he says. Look at the whole word structure of everything he's done in words, which is powerful words, isn't it? But you can never break that Bible. And you can speak more than that Bible. I mean, you can definitely do more than the Bible. But you can give your story and make your own Bible, just like Jesus' Bible. Then you can make your own Bible, just like Jesus Christ's Bible. But the 10 Commandments are always there, man, and it's always written. And you can make your 10 Commandments of love too. But make sure your 10 Commandments are Jesus Christ's Bible, and then make another 10 Commandments of your life. You can make as many commandments of your life as you want. I mean, you can govern your life as much as you want. And that's what Jesus Christ is doing for his life in the Bible. And he says, this is what governs me in my life. And he gives 10 Commandments of God to everybody. He says, this is my 10 Commandments that I hold for myself. And if you choose to follow it, follow it. And if you never want to, then you never have to. For sure, though, I see how people are trying to do something to me here, but they never can get to me here. Which they're never dangerous to me. So it means that there's some love going around here. I can see how far they are away from me. Or if I go to them directly, I can see straight away, feel that some people can be physical with me, but do they do physical aspects of life with me? Or should, yeah. Or should they become physical with me because they have no words to say? I see it's dry, so that guy is just lost, mate. And the thing is, I see his brother defending him around this place. So yeah, about him being physical and his brother's defending him, mate. Haha. Which that's the thing about these people. I knock them out quickly, mate. I knock them both out. So yeah, I make sure of it. But I never go there. I never go there, mate. I make sure that what's important for me now is to learn to never fight people. I make sure I go somewhere nice. I go somewhere where it's blissful for me to go. But the Camino here, I can see the Camino here, but that's really, really running track with me right here. And that's something with the Camino here with my biological mother. Now, the thing is with that, Broshit's gone. Totally. Broshit's never even going on for me anymore. So why is that, Broshit? Because my biological mother is somebody that never even wants to send me $100, mate. So what's the point of me going? I mean, she robs me from everything here. I see it, mate. Broshit, if your little baby asks you for $100 and you have $1,000 million in your pocket, I mean, do you want to give it? I mean, you want to give $100? Which that's how I feel about my biological mother. That she never wants to give, mate. Gosh, the point of the story is that she has money to give me, mate. She never sends it to me, mate. I never want to fucking go for a walk for her. You understand? But eventually, I feel there's something coming around here where she may call me. If she does call me, then guess what? I have to go then. I have to go, don't I? That's the biggest confusion I've ever seen in my life. That's the biggest confusion I've ever seen in my life, mate. And the thing is about this, I'm learning how to just go by a different way. I'm learning to just understand something. And for now, I'm just never go there. I never go there, but that's the thing. I'm sure somewhere down the line, she may do this again. And I see it happening at this point. And I just never go visit her ever again, mate, from this point. Yeah. And the thing is that she has no words to give me. And she has no skills or words to even be able to help me, man. And she has no words to help me, man. But the thing is, I don't want to be with that woman because she has no words to help me. So she only has words to kill me then. I mean, is it? I mean, she has no fucking words at all, mate. And she's dangerous to me, mate. I don't want to be there with her. I feel safer here than my biological dad's. I don't want to fucking run to him. But the thing about life is, I understand this place over here. I can see the money that's coming into my life now. It's never their money, which is the words I say. Which other people can never give you money. Which only you can give yourself money. Which only you can give yourself money. I mean, just remember that. But once you give yourself money, then look at Jesus Christ's Bible. Which everything's given to you. I mean, everything you have today is money. I realize although that what's even more important is the word you speak in this world. Your words is more than this world. So if you can speak those words, then then you can overcome the world too, just like Jesus Christ. I've already overcome this world. I've overcome this world. I transcend this world through words. I mean, to transcend this life and to have the highest consciousness of the world is the words. And the words is the way. And follow the words. And follow that path. Because that's your compass. Because that's your heart. Because that's everything you ever need. Which if you learn how to speak those words daily, then nothing can stop you, I promise you. Which the true learning is what? Which the true learning is talking. Which the talking is what you need. I see these people over here, I see the arrogant. I see the arrogant over there at Success Resources. So yeah. See now, the thing is about them, I understand that what I need to do is show that they're doing better than other people. They're doing better than other people, but guess what? I focus on you understand this. I learned something. I learned that everybody can hear me in words. And the thing about me right now is I'm learning they always have more opportunities anyway. I feel that they never want to call me because I said that. But the thing is, that's why I never go there. I never go there because I'm already saying that everything's good. I mean, everything's good, but because they never want me to come there, then the thing is, I'm doing better than them. I never need them in their promotion. And I say because they feel that only a certain amount of group can be on that stage. And that's the thing about that. But the thing about that is honest. So the thing about that is I deserve a better stage than that. I mean, what are they going to give me, 1 hour? Or should I do 9 hours on that stage? Somewhere else. I'll do better than that. So no matter what, you must understand that what I need to do is create my opportunities, yeah? But to create my opportunities, you must understand to break the system is words. I mean, break your own words, yeah? I mean, break your own words in a way that you show your own words what to do, mate. You show yourself you're more than that. And you have more love than that. And you have more, for sure, more words than that to say. I see it. I see it's more how it is. That they don't want to give you those words. Because they feel another person's attracted with words more than you. And that's how stupid they are. Or they're very stupid like that. Or they're going for the looks here and they're never going for the words, mate. Oof, I see ugly. I see very ugly, man. I see how attractive more I am than her and other people. I see it. So what I understand straight away is they get rusty very soon. And what happens with them is they become very old. I mean, she also becomes rusty and never the one that she was at a younger age. I have better than her now. I have better than them. I have the words. Which the words is much more than them. Which they can have each other. Which I have the words. I never swap my words for them. I never swap my words and what I understand in words for their life and what they have. Which never. I mean, no matter how successful you are, I never swap my words for your success. Which I never do it. Which the words is the way. And that's why I understand that. You have to find the secret there. Which the secret is the words. I mean, go and understand that. I mean, understand straight away that if you realize the secret movie, which is the word you say, which the law of attraction is the word you say. Which that's all it is. See that woman over there is Tiger Lily. And that Tiger Lily, and she has some word capacities over here. And she can also see me. But the thing is, every single day, what's important is understanding straight away. If you want to grow yourself differently and you want to understand something about life, understand straight away how you feel. And how you feel is the words, mate. I see how a woman wants you to go run to a restaurant here so they can go have sex with you. Which that's how they are, really, and they're like that. And they want restaurant and fuck, and restaurant and fuck. Which they want you to give all the money for it. I mean, is sex for free with them? Or should, no? Or should pleasure and sex with others is never for free. And I learned that now. Which you can never find free sex with pleasure, man. I mean, you can never find free sex with pleasure with other people, but you can find it with yourself. I mean, you can find sex for free with yourself, mate. But with other people, no. Or should they need money, mate? Which they never do for you for free. I mean, why is that? Well, sure, because it's never free, is it? Because your sex and pleasure is never free. It's never a free thing. Because your sex and pleasure is never a free way in life. And that's why they never do for you. Words for free, because they give you all the words in the world for free. Now, if they never apply to you for free, well, guess what? Well, that means they're looking for something in pleasure, from you and other people. Well, they're looking for status in this moment, or they're looking for anything but words. Or they're looking for a lie, mate. Or they're looking for you to talk more words to them. But they have no words to say, so they're dead to you. They're dead people. We never go on these websites, try and look for free sex. Which never works for you. I mean, apparently it never works to find free sex out there. But there's no such thing as free sex. I mean, there's only such thing as free sex in the words, but no such thing as free pleasure in life. Which there's no such thing as freedom in this physical world. Which the physical world aspects has no freedom, but the spiritual aspects has freedom, mate. Which everybody's for free. Which everybody's free right now, but they believe they're a slave. Which they believe they're a physical slave, mate. Which they're never physical slaves, but they consider themselves the physical world. I'm the spiritual world. I'm for free. I'm free over here. I'm free, mate. I go the way of words, because the words is something that you can detach from. Ask Jesus Christ and Dr. Wayne Dyer to see this. Which is the Tao Te Ching. Which is all the words, mate. I mean, you have to detach from life, mate. In the words. I mean, look, I have to grab this selfie stick to hold it. I have to grab the selfie stick right now to hold it for you. But that's attaching to something, yeah? I have to attach to the selfie stick here to hold it up for you so you can see me. But that's attaching to the physical world. Now, when you attach to the physical world and you have to grab something, you have to hold on to it, I mean, how rigid is that? And how weak is that? And that's the weakest thing I've ever seen, that you have to hold on to something in this physical world. Look, I have to hold on to the selfie stick. And that's the most rigid thing I've ever seen. Understand? But the words never, I mean, I'm a words attaching to the selfie stick. Whereas my words are never attaching to the selfie stick, mate. So where is the freedom? I mean, is it in me holding physically the selfie stick? Or is it the words? I mean, what's attaching to the selfie stick and what's detaching from the selfie stick? I mean, to find freedom is to detach, never to attach. So the words detach, yeah? Which the words are detaching from everything. Which that's delaying gratification. But the gratification feel of me holding the selfie stick here, which that's the gratification feel that I'm holding something. Which is I have to hold the selfie stick physically, but that's gratification for me right now. That's a different type of gratification. But the thing is that more gratification in the words is what I mean. Which the gratification of the words is excellent. Which I have gratification in the words. I have pleasure in the words right now. I have all the pleasure in the words, is what I'm saying. And that's a true dictionary of what pleasure is. I mean, pleasure is in the words that you speak. Which that's all the pleasures in the world, mate. Which that's a fountain of joy. I mean, that's a fountain of Niagara Falls. And it's something more than that. I mean, it's something that you can go in different ways, but you have to detach with the words more than attaching to people. I mean, people want to attach to people and they want to fucking hug them to feel safe. Which that's because they have no words to speak. Which they have to fucking kiss each other like this to fucking feel like they have comfort or something. Which you never have to touch the person in the first place. I mean, try to get to the point where you never have to touch the person. Because that way you have words to speak. Which the people who are more likely to touch people than the ones who are more likely to never touch people are less successful than the ones who never touch people. So let's say I'm the person in this world who is an individual, who is an eternal being, who never needs to touch other people. Because I understand how to speak words. But other people never understand how to speak words, so they have to touch other people. So how do they touch other people? I mean, they fucking go shoot them in the head, or they slap them and hit them, or they have sex with them, because they have no words to say, mate. That's it. But I have words a lot to say. That's what I'm not saying. I detach from all they're doing. I detach from all of that. But that's the thing. I mean, they're very much liars about the sex with a woman. Yeah. They're lying to you. Because that's never the freedom road. And no matter what, I understand how they look though. How they look is something different. And that's something different and specific where men or women may look a certain way and you want that. I mean, what do you want really? You want the image of them? You want the image of them, yeah? Or should why? Or should you have your own image? But the thing is, it's all equal in images. Now, you're looking for yourself to speak words here, and never looking for the image. You're looking for your words here. You're looking for words to speak here. Because their image can satisfy you. The thing that can satisfy you more than that is the word you speak. The thing is that those people have images with them. So what you need to do is that means that you have to speak more words to have images like that in your life. But do you want exactly the same images? Or do you want to speak words over that while doing that? I'm pretty sure that's the thing. Or if you want to always speak more words while doing that, make sure you understand it's more how the images of you having sex with other people is something different that you want to achieve for yourself because of why. Or because you want to speak the words to do it, is why you want to do it. But you can already do it and you can see it in your words that you can do it. So what do you want to do now? And now we can bypass that altogether and can go a different way because you understand you can achieve it. And what are you trying to prove now? Which that's the thing, yeah? So I'm getting smarter all the time. I'm not saying with my ICU track over here, I'm not saying that there's internet around here. But the internet here, I see that it's slow. I see that it's slow for me. So I'm not saying that I was trying to connect to it, but it was never working for me. But the thing is, it works. Actually, it works. And that's the thing about me. Actually, the thing about me is everything can be better for me, always. I'm learning how to detach with words. I'm learning to understand that other people over here are trying to attach to something, and they're trying to attach to a cigarette, and they're trying to attach to alcohol, or they're trying to attach to something. So I get away from those people who are attaching to something in this lifetime. I don't want to be around them, but being alone is the safest way. I mean, ta-da! I'm alone, aren't I? I'm alone, yeah. I'm alone because I understand they are trying to attach to something, or they're trying to reach for a knife, or they're trying to attach to something. My biological dad asking for a knife, mate. 3 times. I mean, why do you want to attach to a knife for? I mean, why do you want to attach to a knife for, mate? I mean, why are you asking me for a physical knife for? I mean, that's a killer to me. That's somebody who kills people. We never ask for something of this world, is what Jesus Christ says. I mean, yeah. Because, I mean, imagine your little baby always asking you to have the machete around with the baby. I mean, imagine your little baby is asking you to give him the gun with a bullet in it so that they can hold it in front of you. And they're always asking you for this. I mean, that's like my biology dad. Always asking for that fucking gun with the bullet in it. And why the fuck are you asking for it, mate? I mean, he's either going to fucking shoot somebody, or your baby may shoot somebody for that, or fucking kill somebody with a machete because they're fucking asking for it, yeah? Or is my bullshit dad fucking asking for a butcher knife so that he wants me to give a butcher knife to him right in front of him? I mean, he wants to attract this scenario where I may give him the butcher knife, but I never do that. I never give them pleasures of this world, mate. If you ask me for pleasures of this world, I shall never give it to you. I never give you pleasures of this world. I should never ask me for pleasures of this world. I mean, ask me for something spiritual. And if you ask me, Danny, I mean, are you able to give me a track to remix your track? I'm gonna fucking send it to you, mate. Well, that's spiritual, yeah? The thing is with me, I understand that if you need a promotion from me, that's spiritual, man. You have to ask. Or if you want some free words from me, I'll give you some free words. I mean, that's the thing, yeah? I give free words always. The thing is, I was charging for words that I say. I was charging for words I say. I put a price down, which, I mean, what's the price? I mean, $200. But where? I mean, where is that? And that's at the doors, mate. That's only at the doors. But if you do that all the time, then guess what happens? And now you're asking for pleasure here. Actually, then that means you're asking for pleasures of this world. If you're charging people at doors, mate. Or if you're asking people to give you $200 in plastic money, then that's asking for pleasures of this world. Yes, it is. But guess what? Now I understand something about that. I'm not saying that no matter what. It's more, I see the block anyhow. I see what's going on. I see that no matter what, you must never ask for pleasures of this world. But do you ask overall? That's the thing. If you ask for pleasures of this world, then people can never give you pleasures of this world, mate. And that's why they never did show up to my event, mate. I mean, they have nothing to give me pleasure here. I understand, but if it's a free event, or just spiritual road, or should they come? Or should they come to a free event? The thing is, other people are trying to make you work for the pleasures of this world, man. And that's the thing, man. I mean, guess what? You can never work for this pleasure in this world, man. So what do I have to do from this point now? I understand that if I go charging people $200 to have an event with me, well, guess what happens? And they never show up. But if those people do show up, well, guess what happens? Well, they may give me $200 because I have pleasures of this world. The thing is, with those pleasures of those worlds, well, I speak the words through that. And that's why I deserve it, man. I understand that. That's why I can ask for it. Because I deserve it. And what do I really deserve here? I deserve to speak more words with what they give me in pleasures of this world, man. And that's the difference. So I asked Jesus Christ what the difference point. When Jesus Christ says, yeah, but because you can speak more words, you can also deserve those pleasures. And yeah. But people are unable to ask for that amount of money. I mean, they are unable to ask 10,000 people for $200 each. I can do that. I can ask always for money. I can ask for money always, but the money, I understand, is never in the money that they give me. I understand that. But it's either I ask them to give me $200 each, or they make me work another $5 for 8 hours to gain $200 of that money. I'd rather ask for that money to get it given for free than to have to fucking go work for it. I'd rather ask to have $200 than to fucking work for $200, mate. I mean, guess what, man? I work for the words here. I'm working for the words, yeah? The thing is, I don't want to confuse myself. But the words here is showing you the way. I mean, you must understand. So for myself over here, I'm not saying that no matter what I feel, I keep going with everything I'm doing. Push one time, investment of whatever it is, and let's do it. I'll make sure I can go and skyrocket this. Or should people have money in terms of pleasures of this world to give? Or should they do? But do they really? Or should they have $0, mate, always in that? Or should they never have freedom here? Or should they never have freedom in that? But if they're willing to give of that, to get something in return like spiritual aspects, then that's different. Or should then they can gain from it. But if they're never willing to give pleasures of this world to gain freedom in spirituality, then what else do you want, mate? I mean, give all the pleasures of this world to find Jesus Christ, mate. That's all I'm saying. And that's why I'm charging on my 29th birthday, on the 20th of May of 2021. I was charging to help people to find Jesus Christ. But they never want to find Jesus Christ, do they? Or should they believe that money just goes to me to have more fucking success than them without Jesus Christ, mate? Or should they have no words to speak, mate? Yeah. So what I do, I increase my popularity on the day, regardless. So how do how do I really increase my popularity daily? I make more events around town, regardless. And now, what's my popularity? I mean, my popularity is long term, man. It's never in the next 100 years. Whereas my popularity is fucking long term. Way past the next 100 years, mate. Yeah, I'm working for that, mate. I'm never working for the next 100 years, mate. I'm working for eternity, mate. I'm working for eternity in this lifetime. I mean, just like Jesus Christ is working for you today in eternity, mate. I mean, Jesus Christ is still here in the Bible, isn't he? From 2,000 years ago. I mean, in the next 2,000 years, I'm working also to just achieve what Jesus Christ has done. To be here for 2,000 years. To outlast everybody. I'm working for that. To have a greater legacy, or to have a greater legacy than everybody. I mean, what is this video for? I mean, the video is for greater legacy, mate. I have no time for that woman to have pleasure with her when I have fucking legacy to do, mate. I mean, that's short-term pleasure with her. I feel that if they don't want to have pleasure with me while I'm talking to you, then what's the whole point, man? And the whole point is to understand that you need to go and better yourself regardless. I mean, you need to have a better time with yourself. But if you're willing to talk more, if you're willing to help yourself to understand that it's more how it is. But the treasure of life is speaking much more than those people. And if you speak more during a porn video while teaching people and educating people life coaching, then guess what happens? When you're doing much better than other porn stars, I mean, you're still on top of them. But those people never have to do it in the first place. Which that's different. Which now, the thing is, over here, you win. Because you're talking more words, mate. And you're doing pleasures. But they never even have to do it. But they're just doing words, huh? Which that's the thing. I asked Jesus Christ about that. Which Jesus Christ says, that's the thing. I understand Daniel Voyage understands that he can go and do a porn video, yeah? And talk more words. Just like this. While he's doing porn videos. But other people never do that. I Jesus Christ about what that means. I mean, Jesus Christ says it's more Daniel Voyage is doing much better here because he's speaking more words and getting the pleasures of this world, while the other people are either doing pleasure or never doing pleasure. Although that's the thing, they eventually have to do pleasure anyway, in other formats, yeah. Or should they eventually have to go and do pleasure regardless? And then what are they going to do when they're having sex, mate? Or should they going to be that, yeah? Or should they going to be having sex without speaking to you? But the animal voyage is going to have sex and speak to you? I mean, is that fair? Or it's a higher consciousness, isn't it? I mean, yeah, there's a shame about the animal voyage, or no? Or no fucking shame. I'll fucking show you who I am, really, in the words. It's never fucking in the pleasure, man. Yeah. But when you're having a baby, well, you can do it in private. You can do it in private. Like, the thing is, every single day learn, yeah? Learn to understand that the pleasures of this world is never what you want. But if you're asking for the pleasures of this world from somebody, then they rarely give it to you. I mean, they'll rarely give it to you. Or guess what, Roshi, if you're asking the pleasures of this world, then the best way to ask is to show them first they're doing something for free for them. And do something for free. Like, have a social media profile for free. And ask. But if you're asking people to give you sex, for example, in pleasure, then it's more give them pleasure in money. And show them pleasure in money to get the sex. And you can go around town and you can go to the bookstore and find a woman or a man, you give them money and boom. I mean, you can go to the toilet right away if you want. Sure. I've seen other people do it. The thing is, listen to me, bro. Those people have nothing to do, man. I mean, why do you want to go chasing women or men out on the street where you can get fucking escorts, for example, or brothel people? I mean, guess what, bro? It's a different scenario, isn't it? Bro, it's all different. But guess what, bro? They don't even do that. I mean, go and do words, man. I mean, go do words instead. Which is much more fulfilling for you to understand that they have to fucking run around doing all that. But guess what, Roshi, it's more how I feel. Other people are too competitive here in nature to understand that no matter what. And they feel that they have to go and do so much pleasure more than other people. And they feel they have to do more pleasure than other people to be more successful in pleasure. I mean, good luck. I'm the opposite of pleasure. I'm fucking more words, man. I understand in my Instagram and all that, I understand that what's coming up is a great time for myself. I mean, yesterday I was unable to do a life coaching video, but I'm catching up in this one. But if I miss a day on life coaching, then I catch up always. I never miss a day. I never miss anything. That's what I'm saying. I'm learning, yeah. I'm learning that nice beautiful architecture over here to understand I need more. I need more than that. I'm making sure I understand that. I say it's more how I feel that other people over here are trying to get together. The thing is, every single day I'm learning how to grow myself. I'm learning to be much more of a superstar daily. And I'm learning how to understand what they're doing behind the scenes, mate. I'm not saying that no matter what, as I grow myself daily, I'm looking to understand the experiences of other people and what is happening around the world, mate. I can see straight away how I feel. I feel different, man. I'm making sure that I can see straight away how they're talking with each other. Or they're talking with each other through images too. But the thing is, every single day, it's all knowledge with words, mate. Which you must understand, so make sure you understand straight away how you feel. And how you feel must be understanding that you must go and do greater than the words here. And the words is what you want. And do greater than the images, mate. And make sure you understand straight away how you need to go and grow yourself, mate. And grow yourself differently. And speak over the images you see, mate. You just speak over it and understand straight away that they want you. And they want you in eternity. But that's what that look is, and that's what you have to understand straight away. How you feel about that. And go and understand straight away how I understand that. I'm making sure all the time that as I grow myself differently, I'm learning something different about life over here. I'm learning how to just go and talk much more. Because eventually, people can see me eventually, somehow. And they understand that when they see my actual profile on Instagram, which they're trying to level up here. They're trying to level up and trying to level up me. Which although, guess what, I'm too strong for them. I'm too strong for them here, and I'm somebody of an innovator who's done it first before them. And they understand that, and guess what, remember, that's winning me popularity over time. And over time, people want to see more of that. Because they want to see more of that, because that's my image. Or that's it, because I feel love here. But the thing is, every single day, if you're learning how to do that yourself, then understand to stay consistent. But I feel other people try to find me here, but they find that something's happening here. And they find Danny Voyage losing here. I say they find me losing over there, but I'm never losing, man. I'm never losing. Because I'm doing something else. I'm learning something. I'm learning something about life here. That they're feeling adversity here for themselves. But because they feel that kind of trend they're going, where they feel that Danny Voyage may be facing adversity, I mean, they feel good about that. I mean, they love that. I mean, they love to see me lose, mate. I mean, they have to love it. They have to love seeing me lose. They also have to love seeing me win. I understand that. But the thing is, I'm learning, yeah? I'm learning how to just push my barriers, mate. But never ask for the physical world unless you're willing to speak more words, mate. Rosh, now, is my biological dad able to speak more words now? Rosh, he's showing me, yeah, right now. So that means that all he wants from this point on is what? Rosh, he just wants to get the knife to do what, mate? Rosh, does he want to speak more words there? Rosh, that's the thing. Rosh, that's the thing. Rosh, that's the thing about him. Rosh, he's speaking more words now. So he's showing me that he just wants to get the knife to do what? Rosh, he just wants to return the knife, you know? Ask Jesus Christ about that. Rosh, Jesus Christ says no. Rosh, Jesus Christ says he has to get the knife and then we can see what he wants to do. Rosh, that's never bypass asking him, you know. Rosh, they'll ask Jesus Christ, is he able to get the knife now and stab someone? Rosh, Jesus Christ says, yeah. But currently, Jesus Christ says, yeah. Rosh, he's able to. Rosh, I can see it. Rosh, he's never doing it though. Rosh, that's the thing. Rosh, that's good. I mean, I understand that. I never trust him. Man. I mean, why are you asking me for a knife 10 times, man? I mean, guess what? I mean, it's more how I feel. I mean, it's around that number. And so make sure I understand that if I'm growing myself and I'm learning and I'm growing, I feel it, and no matter what I'm learning. Anyway, I'm just understanding that over here I have to go and extend it to people. So make sure you're going, understanding that to go and do it now, so I can go and just grow up and to be able to just maneuver myself into greatness. So sometimes the cleaner comes in and says, hey, do you want to extend or whatever it is? You just understand straight away that what's important is do the life coaching video and then accept for yourself, and then just make sure you're learning, yeah? So be learning something along the lines and be able to just go and grow yourself regardless of what you're doing. But you can see my area here, for example, how my area is, for example, and I understand, so I apologize for that. So what I'm doing just showing you different ways of what I'm doing over here. So you can see my laptop here. I mean, you can see how I handle myself, yeah? This is how I handle myself. And you can see over here, I gave $13 a day for 4 days. And around 4 days I've been here alone in Sydney. I mean, $13 a day. I'm doing better than that. But I understand that no matter what, as I grow myself differently, I'm learning to just do my life coaching video now before I do anything else. And why is that? I mean, why is that? I've realized it's more how I feel that I need to go and help myself to deliver more information. And now that's a high purpose for me. The thing is, it's much more how it is. I understand that over there I can give money, and that's a high purpose. But so is this. Now I ask Jesus Christ what to do here. What Jesus Christ says is much more for me to just give the content regardless. I mean, give the content because it's equal giving. I mean, it's equal giving. So anything I give there is what I give you here. Understand? Yeah, but that's how it is. But it's more than that too. Understand? Now, that's the thing about giving. Which as soon as you give, it's more how it is. But make sure you understand that no matter what, and I'm learning. It just goes in the video somewhere, and that's it. Which you must understand that every single time I'm learning how to just enjoy myself differently, but you have to detach from people. And understand that no matter what, if you go and understand something about life, I can see scenarios over here where people can let it go, but they never do. And they never let it go. And that's with the serving community over there. And they just want to come up to me to just trash me, man. And they want to trash me physically, and they want to hit me regardless of what's happening. So if you give approach, if you put silence on them, that's the thing with them. They never want to touch you here. They never want to touch you anymore. Because they feel silence over here from you, and they feel much more power than what they're saying. And they see more common sense with you, So if you understand that if they talk to you, or if anybody talks to you, they give them silence and silent treatment. And now you're very powerful, and there's a barrier here. That if they cross it, then they have to kill you. Or they have to kill you to cross it. Which now, that's the thing. I mean, are they in that position to kill you then? Or sure, most likely no. So what they do is they run away, yeah? But if somebody's pointing a gun at you and you show them silence, which they can shoot you through the silence. Which they can shoot you through that silence, mate. And that's the thing with them. With them, it's more, be quick to get the gun. Be quick to get the gun. Be quick to understand that those people who point a gun at you are most likely to shoot you regardless of what you do. Now, what changes those people's minds? That's the thing. With them, it's more pleasure, and give them something in pleasure or material to help yourself. You give them all your possessions that you have in material to make sure you save your life. You must do that. You are worth all of the world and more. Understand? You make sure you understand you give all of yourself to make sure that that person never shoots you. Understand? And never just give them the words. You give them everything in pleasure and also words, mate. That's what I'm learning too. So I'm understanding that no matter what, just never get yourself around people who may cause you damage. But I understand straight away how I feel. I feel that no matter what, I deserve that. I deserve much better. I understand it's much more like that. And that's the thing. The thing is, make sure you understand that you create better images. Make sure you have that nice beautiful scenario going always. You can enjoy yourself. You can enjoy yourself and you can enjoy your life. You can see straight away how you feel. And that's a woman on me, anyhow. I understand it's just that one from the nice beautiful cams. I'm not saying I'm doing better than that. For sure that that's a nightclub over there. For sure that I feel that other people in terms of women over here are showing me something different about me. Now, I understand that. I understand that no matter what, it's more how I feel. I feel that I'm learning, I'm growing. I'm making sure always that I'm learning how to just grow and just grow myself differently to make sure I'm learning something about life. I'm learning how to just grow and deliver that information. I'm delivering that information differently. I'm delivering something for nothing. I'm making sure that as I grow myself differently, I'm learning that nice and beautiful gesture here. I'm learning all the time that I make sure that I'm doing something great. But as I do something great here, I'm making sure that there's a nice and beautiful tone here. Well, I'm not saying I have so much love here to give. I have nice and beautiful love and gestures over here from somebody, but it's a thing. I understand that is what I need to do. I'm feeling strong, man. I'm feeling the nice and beautiful power of what? The power of love here. It's the power of making sure that you understand how to provoke yourself to just go and love yourself in that moment there. So you can love yourself in different ways. And if you love yourself in different ways, then you're learning how you can do whatever you want with them. Because they feel that way now too. And that's the thing, yeah? When you feel powerful and you make sure all the time, it's more how that feeling of love and devotion toward you, especially because of your age and because of what you are, you feel that you're just powering through here. You're making sure that you're somebody much more. And why? Because you feel it's more power onto you. But that's how it is, isn't it? It's just power of words, and also encouragement, and also something to help you to deliver something. And that's something that people can transfer into you. And how is that possible? I realize that when you have a relationship with somebody else, and they can transfer sexual energy toward you, and that sexual energy toward you is what? Is it pleasure or words? Or it's both. Which it makes you feel stronger. Which it makes you feel stronger. But how does it make you feel stronger in the words though? So that's the thing. Because it never does make you feel stronger in the words, does it? Because no. But it makes you feel good, doesn't it? Because now, that's the feeling. At first, that feeling makes me feel good in the words or in pleasure. That's more in pleasure. Which it makes me feel great in pleasure. Which that makes me feel great in the physical world. I see it. I see it with these people in terms of Nana Juricic. I understand that she has to do better. But the thing is, I'm feeling much more alive in the physical world because of that. And because I understand straight away, I'm learning. I'm learning that no matter what, that if you're growing yourself in the physical world, and you get what you want in the physical world, it's like a goal accomplishment, is what you feel. Because that's what it is. Your goal accomplishment is what you feel in the physical world. And it's a great feeling. And it's a feeling of that in the physical world, but never in the words. Because in the words, you're feeling something different in the words, but you're feeling more than that in the words. Because that's the thing, I can see that now. When I'm saying that what you want to do now is focus on understanding that there's always much more to deliver. If you're focusing on making sure that you're looking for that nice and beautiful gesture here, you're looking for that answer there. I mean, that answer there is showing you that they want something else, totally. But that's the thing, every single day, if you're focusing on making sure that you see all the time much better, I'm doing better on that. I mean, you must understand. So, every single day, just focus on understanding that what's important for you right now is to learn something much greater. But if you understand straight away how they are, personally, you can always make them fantasize about you. What do you need to do there? I mean, you have to make sure that you can show them something in pleasure. Which that's all it is. But they never find you attractive in eternal realms. That's the thing, they do. Of course they do. But that shows you how much they want you in the eternal realm. Which now, that's all the sex in the world, yeah? Yeah. But in the physical world, guess what? It's much more that they want you, and you must understand, it's much more that eternity, in terms of eternal realms, is much more than physical realms. Yeah, so everything in terms of that is different. I'm making sure I'm always learning. I understand my communication skills here, I have to better myself here to understand that I can see the power here too. I can see different attraction methods and different scenarios of what's going on. But listen, what's even better than that is learning how to grow yourself. You have to learn yourself differently. I mean, you have to go and grow differently. And you have to understand straight away that you feel that you have to grow differently in different ways. But what you want to do always in different ways is learn how to grow yourself in the best kind of regard. That's the thing, I realize that's you showing up in their life, mate. And if you want to show them something about life, you have to show them how you can feel about that person. And you can feel that nice and beautiful gesture, isn't it? Because that gesture is showing you straight away that what you can say about that is move on. I mean, every single day, I'm not saying that no matter what, I'm learning. Nice and beautiful architecture, but that's the thing. Because that's somewhere where I have to communicate more. And if you communicate more and more and more with yourself daily, then you're always looking for that study. And you're looking for that interest, and you're looking for understanding, and no matter what, they're learning that nice and beautiful way of life. We understand that they're more willing to understand you personally. But guess what, bro? It's more how you have to understand that if you want to go around town and you want to understand straight away how you feel here, then guess what? I realize you have to talk up. You want them somewhere else. That's it. And you have to understand. You have to talk it up, and you have to understand to talk it up anyway. And then guess what, bro? From that point on, you're making sure that no matter what, you can see this one here is ready. Always. Making sure you understand straight away that if you're growing yourself differently, you're looking for scenarios over here, you're making sure that from this point on, you can understand that they just into you. They're always fantasizing about you. I understand Natasha. I understand that no matter what, if I really, really understand her, because it's more I understand that she's always fantasizing about me. But guess what, bro? It's more how I feel. I feel it's much more how I'm always learning differently in terms of my life over here. And I'm not saying that she can show me all these different scenarios of what she wants about me. And I can see it. I can see it. But she's always showing me different aspects about life. And as I understand that she's flexible about this, and she understands that. I mean, it's more how she's showing me fantasy with pleasure, and also just that around this. Which that's all it is. Which she just admires me, man. Which that's all it is. But guess what, bro? It's more how I feel that you guys have to understand that. Which every single time I understand that, which if I expose that, then guess what happens? Which then it feels just like that anyway. I'm not sure that every single day I'm learning that no matter what, that it's just like that. So I understand Natasha Filipovic is somebody you have to understand. When she wants me, when she wants me. But that's the thing, I understand about her. I understand with that, for sure, I do better than that. I do better than that always. I understand, but that's how I feel. I feel there's always much more to do. And guess what, bro? That's a level up, bro. That's a skill set. That's something that shows me much better in terms of that. I'm much better in exposition. I'm much more able to expose myself here to show you really what I mean. So the thing is, every single day, learn, yeah? I mean, learn to understand straight away how you feel. And if you want to feel something about life here, understand it's more like that. In a sense, so no matter what, it's more how I feel, I do better than that too. But that's the thing about life. I mean, make sure you understand that if you do anything to really, really grow yourself differently, to making sure you understand straight away how you feel. And how you feel is understanding that you want to go and grow yourself differently. And you want to make sure that no matter what that you're learning, that nice beautiful architecture of life there. But that's the thing, that if you go and do that, you can understand straight away how that feels in the eternal realm of physical pleasures. I mean, that's a physical pleasure where somebody may want you because you want their sister, and their sister wants you instead. And that's a physical realm thing. In a sense, so no matter what, I'm learning how to extract the power from that in words to speak to you. Learning to transmit energy sexually. And I'm understanding Natasha Filipovic feels that she understands I hear. Well, surely, guess what, bro? If you want to understand something about life, I'm understanding how other people are just lost, man. I see Romeo, man. Watch that guy. Goes for anybody, man. I see it. What should I say? But guess what? I mean, I understand that. So, for myself over here, I'm learning how to grow myself differently. And I'm focusing on saying it's much more how I feel that it's different. But she's showing somebody else here. Make sure you understand that no matter what. If I grow myself differently about I'm not saying that attraction is lost like that very quickly. And why is that? I understand because they feel they have something much more than other people. I mean, they feel they have something more physically stronger that they can hold for themselves than what I have. And that's the thing. I mean, guess what, Portia? Every single day I'm learning, yeah? I'm learning to understand that it's more how I feel that they have attraction for it anyway. But they want something else too. I mean, that one, there, I understand she's Portia, she going for everybody, mate. And that's what they're showing. Which they're showing they want everything, mate, in the pleasures of the world now. I mean, so no matter what, that it's much more like that. So if you want that, because I mean, you have to achieve that. You have to achieve that with somebody. And that's the thing. Whereas you can achieve whatever you want, with whatever you want. How images in terms of life, whatever it is, you can achieve it. But if you want to understand that, it's more how I feel. I feel that one. I understand that she wants pleasure from somebody who can extract that in terms of life and get her away from wherever she has. And that's a turn off for her. I understand that, but that's the thing. I mean, she's willing to leave. She's willing to leave, and that's the thing. I mean, otherwise she stays. I understand that. So no matter what, I can see straight away what I'm feeling here. I feel that no matter what, I can feel straight away that compulsion right there is something very sexual. And that's the thing about me and her. We have that nice little sexual bond right here. To explain that, I mean, that's the thing about us. Now, as I grow myself, I'm really strong about this one. And I'm making sure you understand that this is where I said, right? I mean, it's just a situation about I and her where we're just doing much greater here. And if you expose that, then guess what, bro? It's more how the truth shall set you free. But guess what, bro? It's more how it is. And what you have to understand straight away about that is you're learning much quicker about life here. And that life expectancy right here, where you can understand straight away that feeling right here is nice and beautiful, isn't it? And you can go and focus upon that. You can focus on loving your life differently, and you're making sure you can always show what you want out of life, and you're making sure that you are looking for that answer but you must understand straight away how you feel. When you feel that no matter what, you're learning how to grow yourself, but I'm better on that. Like, guess what, bro? That's the feeling over here. You're looking for that nice beautiful answer, and guess what, bro? That answer is gone, mate. So that means they're doing much better than you here. But guess what, bro? It's more how you feel every single day. They're learning that nice beautiful architecture here. You come back to that moment, and now you have them here. And guess what, bro? It's more how you feel. That it's more how it is. And now it's more how you let them decide what to do every single day. And because you're letting them decide, then you must understand straight away how I feel. I feel that no matter what, it's more like that. And it's just like that, isn't it? So it's much more how I feel. You must understand that kind of feeling right there. It's a nice beautiful scenario where you go into someone together. And guess what, bro? It's more how everybody understands you. And everybody's watching you too. You have that person in your life, and everybody understands you. And everybody can see that too, that you have them. But it's totally free, isn't it? And that's the feeling. Whereas that's the feeling of having someone in your life where the whole crowd understands that you're with them. And that's what that is. Whereas that's attractive to me. But that's the thing about life across you. And I understand that no matter what, that as I grow myself differently, it's much more how I feel other people find it attractive to go and do it in front of their parents with you, because you're much more, let's say, pleasure orientation here, and that's more attractive than the other person. So if you understand that, is how you grow. I mean, you grow through different ways of showing pleasure with people. So if you understand straight away that, right there is the most pleasure you can give, and guess what, bro? It's more how it is. And that's a pleasure of fantasy. The pleasure of fantasy is that's exactly what they're looking for. And they want that in a man, or they want that. I mean, they want that strength right there to be able to do that. So if you go public sex right away, then guess what? I mean, it's the strongest attraction right away. Or public sex. So lead all the fantasies of those people that you see into public sex. Now you have power. You have physical attraction to be able to be with those people, even how you look like, because you have the fantasy that's strong right here, and you have that fantasy right here to make sure that you understand straight away how I feel. And I feel that woman there wants to do that. I mean, I feel that it's much more attraction, isn't it? That's how you find attraction with people. You find attraction straight away with people when you understand straight away. You can go and do that. I mean, you can go and do something nice and beautiful all the time. You can understand how it just is like that. Unfortunately, it is. You understand straight away that you're focusing on understanding. You're doing greater. You're making sure that no matter what, you understand straight away how to find that physical pleasure that they need. And as you find physical pleasure in front of them, and go to them and their parents, and just do that. You just make sure if you understand that, it's how you actually find them. And you find them this way, and make sure you understand it's more how it is. And I feel that no matter what, that they find that to be true. And they find it to be true. And then guess what? Probably much more likely to be on a nice beautiful pathway somewhere. And guess what? Probably if you're showing them that, you're showing them a different way. You're showing them a nice beautiful attitude right there. And guess what? Probably now they have a different scenario here, but they want somebody else. And the thing is, every single day, learn from that. But make sure you go back into them with extreme pleasure to understand that no matter what the learning is about the words. If you understand straight away, I feel Jesus Christ say, just keep going, I'll talk about it. I talk about everything, but guess what? I mean, every single day you must understand that if you understand that right there is something where other people are finding that so attractive. And they find that so attractive, and I can see it. So that's how you understand straight away how that is something that you can bring into words with them to do that. But that's the thing. I mean, there's a physical attraction here. That's a physical attraction. Understand? So if you're physically attracting people all the time, then you're making sure all the time you go in that way. Then guess what, bro? It's more how behind the scenes. You can give all the pleasures of the world here, and they just get you instead. And you go for what? You go for your pleasure. Yeah. I mean, same because they're begging for that. I mean, they're begging for a better life and pleasure. I mean, they said, but guess what? I mean, the words with them, washing up. Because they want physical pleasure from you to be with you. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. So what you have to understand in that scenario, you have to give them more physical pleasure to be with you than another person. And that's why. And that's what I'm saying. So what kind of physical pleasure can you give them? I mean, plastic money is the best physical pleasure that you can give people. Because your physical money is the best physical pleasure you can give people. So if you have physical money more than other people, then you have much more power over physicality than other people in muscle and strength and everything, right? Because your physical money is more than muscle and physicality. What's your money? That's plastic. It's much more physical than the muscle that you have in your body. Which now, that's the thing. I understand no matter what, it's more how, that's all you need to show. I mean, just show the money here. You just show the money to them, and they come running after you, and that's all they fantasize about in the physical realm. All they really, all the women and men fantasize about you through the money you have in terms of physicality, with the money. That's all they want from you. And then go and show everybody that you have all this physical money. And go and show them. I mean, guess what, bro? Now you have all the physical pleasures of the world with whoever you want. I mean, you can bring physical plastic money and you can give it to them, and now they're with you always. That's how powerful physical money is. But is it really powerful? Actually, it's the words that you speak out of words of life, mate. Actually, it's more that physical pleasures of this life is never powerful, but it's the words of spirituality that attract the physical realms. Physical realms never attract spirituality. Spirituality attracts physical realms. Yeah, I'm much more powerful here because Jesus Christ came here to attract the physical realm. The physical realm never went to Jesus Christ, mate. I mean, people who are physical realms of people never went to Jesus Christ and God. And God, who is spiritual, came to Jesus. I mean, God, who is spiritual, came to Jesus Christ and everybody in the spiritual realms. But the thing with spiritual realms with Jesus Christ and God is God made the Son spiritual right away. Understand? Yeah, that's the thing, yeah. Now, where is that spiritual dome that God made Jesus Christ, and how did he do it? All he said to make Jesus Christ is, I shall put you as my son, and Jesus Christ now. That's it. That's how God made Jesus Christ. I shall put you as my son. I pronounce you. And fuck, I mean, Jesus Christ is now Jesus Christ, huh? Did Jesus Christ have to fuck something? I mean, listen. I mean, did God have to fuck something to make Jesus a person now? No. God never has to fuck physically in the physical realm to make Jesus Christ. I mean, that's why Jesus Christ came in Virgin Mary. And Jesus Christ came in Virgin Mary, and Virgin Mary never had sex with other people to have Jesus Christ, right? So what does that say? It means that God himself and the Father God never had to have sex with somebody in the physical realm to make Jesus Christ. And that's why Jesus Christ came in Virgin Mary. Yeah, because before even Virgin Mary with Jesus Christ, and that scenario is God with Jesus Christ. And now God's with Jesus Christ because God says, I pronounce you. And now Jesus Christ is here, and then Jesus Christ and God are talking, and they're saying, hey, and God says, in terms of Father, God says, I want you to go to the physical realm because we have humans over there, and I want you to do a mission for me, and I want you to go and do all this so that we can go and benefit in the kingdom of heaven, so we can have all the humans with us. And Jesus Christ says, no worries, because God made Jesus Christ with words. And either way, Jesus Christ came in the physical world by teleporting, just like Terminator 2, into the physical realm, but in a Virgin Mary. I mean, understand? Because when Terminator comes here, in terms of Terminator 2, in terms of Arnold Schwarzenegger, if fucking hits the floor, and he fucking gets up like this, and he's fucking teleporting into the world, or physical realm, yeah? Jesus Christ came in Virgin Mary. But Daniel Milovojevic came through words. I came through words. I never came through a womb anywhere. I came through the words, man. And that's what I'm understanding. I mean, everybody's like that. Everybody came through the words here. Everybody. And that's why I understand I'm equal to everything in life. I'm understanding that now. But the thing is, now you understand that God, in terms of Father God, never has to make physical attraction with somebody to make Jesus Christ or anything on this world. And that's why Jesus Christ came in Virgin Mary. You understand? Because Virgin Mary never had sex with other people to have Jesus Christ, mate. Yeah, because the words never have to have sex with other people to create children. You understand? Words make up the story that I can create a Jesus Christ right now by just saying, I pronounce you Jesus Christ to be here in a new version. What's there? What's right here? What's right there? I can see him, mate. I can see him right there. There's a new version of Jesus Christ there in the spiritual realm, mate. Yeah, it's a new version of Jesus Christ, mate. Yeah, and he's standing right there, bro. I can see it. If you say it, you can see it in the spiritual realm. But in the physical realm, no. You can never see in the spiritual realm. You can never see that in the physical realm. But if you say something like, I pronounce that woman to be here with me, and I want to see them with I right here in the spiritual realm. And guess what? Actually, they're going to be with you in the spiritual realm. But in the physical realm, then you have to understand that with the spiritual realm, you have to attract them physically. And you have to go to them physically to attract them. And the physical realm is so difficult. I mean, guess what? Actually, the physical realm is the most difficult way to live. So what you have to do is you have to pick up your stuff and go 5,000 kilometers over there to get to them in the physical realm. But in the spiritual realm, you can just message them online. You never have to fucking lift a finger to go to the physical realm over there. That's why other people never lift a finger for you in the physical realm. The thing is that you have to understand to never expect them to lift a finger for you in the physical realm, because the physical realm is never the way. What the way is, understand the words. And now guess what, brush? If you want to understand how to attract all that pornography videos and all that you want in terms of everything that you want, it's the financing of the money in plastic is what you want. Brush, that's what you want eventually. And now, otherwise, brush, why do you want that eventually? Because otherwise they make you work like a slave, mate. So those people who have more plastic money are able to have more women around them, and more sex and more fun. And more pleasures of this world. Because plastic money is pleasures of this world, mate. I mean, it gives you experience, I mean, it gives you travel, I mean, it gives you accommodation, I mean, it gives you whatever you want. But what gives you the money in plastic? Which is the words. So the words are what you really want. And then the plastic money comes into your favor once you have the words of plastic money. But you have to have the words first for everything, and then the plastic money comes into your life. But if you have the plastic money without the words, then you're losing. But if you have the words without the plastic money, then you're winning. But if you have the words with plastic money, then you're winning even more than the ones who has words only. I mean, in a sense, so the thing is, have everything together, but have words first, and then the pleasures of this world. You never have the pleasures of this world first, and then words. Because most people are like that, and most people go the pleasures of this world first, and then they go spiritual. Or go spiritual first, and then the physical realm. In a sense, so if you want to go and really, really understand something about life, then you can understand, you can attract whatever you want, and you can understand straight away how that feels. I mean, straight away you can attract anything in terms of physical realm that you want. But what do you want in the physical realm when you have all the money? I mean, when you have all the plastic money in the world, I mean, go and write yourself all of the plastic money features that you want to achieve in this life, so you can have that physical aspect of life. But what is that? It's a feeling that you want. I mean, there's a feeling in that physical plastic money that you want from those people. Because they look a certain way. I mean, they look a certain way, and they feel a certain way when you grab them. I mean, is that it? And there's a feeling to it. So the physical realm is a feeling that you're trying to chase. In the fucking physical realm, there's a feeling that you're trying to chase. So what you need to realize is, what you really need is to chase the spiritual realm much more than the feelings. Never chase the feeling. I mean, chase the spiritual realm of words about the feeling. Because you want to express the feeling that you understand rather than feel it. You want to express that feeling. Understand that if you have somebody in your life who comes into your life and wanting to have pleasure with you, and they're somebody who's much more in age than you, then guess what? I mean, how's that feeling right here? And that feeling is telling you that in that moment that they're psycho. And they're psychopaths in that moment. But are they really? I mean, for sure, yeah. For sure, now that's the thing about life. For sure, if you do anything to speak words to them in this moment, then guess what happens? Which they never watch you anymore. But you have to be really quiet here. You have to be more quiet, more quiet, more quiet. And guess what happens? Which eventually they want to kill you. Which that, I see the moment of my life over here with this woman. And she's much more in age than me, but there's people there. But the thing is with them, which you must understand, their protection over here, and their guardian angels right here. They're guardian angels right here. But the thing is, you must understand, that's why I'm understanding that I understand that feeling right there. I feel I have much more protection in that moment. But the thing is, that's the thing. That without that, then it's just high and hurt. And then that is a psychopath to me. But with them in the picture, then it's nice and beautiful, isn't it? So what you do is understand that from that point, you just use the whole picture. And guess what, bro? You shine it up real nice in front of them. And that's it. And you go and have pleasures and talking in front of them, mate. With her. Actually, now, that's what she wants, mate. In a sense, so that's the feeling, man. That's the feeling of bliss you can do it at that age, with that woman or whatever, or that man. And guess what, bro? It's more how it feels when it feels like that. But anyway, from that point, you have to understand that's the kind of feeling that you have to understand. But guess what, bro? It's more how I feel. I'm doing better than that too. Make sure, anyway, that what I'm doing right here, I'm looking at words that people speak to each other. And guess what, bro? It's more how I understand. I'm doing much better than that. I'm doing much better than that. But do you learn from something from that, bro? No. Bro, guess what, bro? You always learn everything that people say. But guess what? Well, I'm not saying that no matter what, I feel other people breaking up. That's it, mate. I'm making sure you understand straight away how I feel. I feel that no matter what, I'm learning something about life. I'm learning how to just have more money in everything I do. And it's more about now, it's more about the words more than the plastic money always. The plastic money comes with the words. You have to go enjoy the journey of words first, then the plastic money. I'm not saying that no matter what, as I really, really understand something about life, I'm not saying that disaster over there. So I'm not saying straight away that what I want to do every single day is focus on making sure that I have nice beautiful devotion to make sure I see it. That's the kind of thing I'm learning. I'm learning that if you go to a stripper bar or somewhere, they just want you because you have plastic money. Which is just like that. It's more how it is. But they never want you really for who you are. So, you must understand. So if you understand that, that's more devotion toward the words over here than it is the plastic money. And that's the thing. If you find people who want you just for the words, then that's the thing. I'm pretty sure you must understand. Then that's who you need to grab. Because they want you more for the words, mate. And then for the plastic money. And they're more real for you. So it is. It's more real. I'm not saying that no matter what, if you shine plastic money at them, I understand straight away, I can feel that Magia, she goes for the words or plastic money. She's more than plastic money, mate. If they're plastic money, then they're fake to you. You must understand. But the thing is with me, that as soon as I attract these people in my life, and as soon as they're with me, guess what happens? They start changing into this person. That's the thing. So you can chase whoever you want, and you can get yourself a gold digger, and you can get yourself whatever you want. But they start changing with you. Because they're with you, and now they're learning that it's never about the plastic money, it's about the words. So guess what? It's more how it is. So you can always get yourself more attractive now. And that's the thing I'm learning too. So you understand straight away, I can go grab all the women of the world that I want, shine up real nice in front of their face, and guess what? They picture me the best. And guess what? From that point, I realized they want to find somebody more spiritual than me. There's no chance. They'll stick with me for a lifetime. And they'll stick with me forever because I'm somebody who understands life, mate. And why is that? Because I'm talking words. I understand that. So what I do is I climax for spirituality first, and then the physical realm, mate. Making sure you understand that pleasures of this world can never fulfill me. I imagine the sex with this woman. She never fulfills me, man. Woman after woman after woman. It's just all time chase, mate. And where is that leading with words, mate? Nowhere. But words alone fulfill me. Words alone that I speak in this video fulfills me. And it's more than any fucking sex that you've ever seen. The words I've said in this video, it's more than any fucking sex I've ever seen in my life. And yeah, it's the most fucking sex you can have with yourself and other people. Is the fucking word you speak to people like this. Now understand that no matter what, if I'm understanding that right now, I'm understanding to put my images of everything in plastic money, and everything in terms of plastic money and everything that I have right now, my word eye, they want me right away. Why? Because I'm a word eye. I'm a word eye in that scenario. I'm understanding that already. I'm understanding that what I want out of life is to show you right now. As soon as you show them these nice and beautiful aspects of life differently, and you expand that mindset differently, and introduce them in a way that you're learning, and learn how to speak to people different ways. So if you're looking at different scenarios, and understand straight away, you say hi in a way that you're learning. You say, I understand you, and be funny about it, and understand it no matter what. If you're looking at different scenarios, and make all these different scenarios of people, and say, I find you attractive. I found you attractive, and then guess what? It's more how I understand that. It's a funny scenario. So make sure that no matter what, if you want somebody again, then just make sure I say, I love you. Say, I love you. Every single day you must understand that what you need to realize every single day. If you're looking at different scenarios, then make sure you understand it's more about understanding that this one over here, we understand straight away to talk. And talk whatever you want. Understand straight away, it's more like that. So make sure you understand that no matter what, it's more in front of their parents. You just love it. And just understand straight away to talk much more words without touching them. You have to do that, guess what? If they want to touch it, then guess what? It's more that you realize this. I mean, have more respect in front of the parents. And never touch their girl or man in front of their parents. I mean, have respect, yeah? I mean, why is that? I mean, just learn to detach from people, regardless. I mean, learn to detach from people, regardless. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, learn to speak the words more there than touching your man or wife by the penis or vagina in front of their parents. And for fuck's sake, I mean, just learn to keep off each other for a bit. You understand? I mean, learn to detach a bit. I mean, learn to discipline yourself. You know what I'm saying, yeah? So if you're understanding that, then make sure you understand that straight away. Looking for that thing. I mean, that's something different. But make sure you understand that's something where I feel I'm doing much better here. And making sure anyway, the way I want to do here is something different. I'm much better than that too. But understand that's something different, and I'm going another way from that point. I'm making sure that what I do in different ways, so I'm saying straight away that if I put them together, which that's nice and beautiful, but that's something much more of pleasure that I overcome now. I overcome that quickly. And the thing is, right now, I'm understanding straight away what turns me on. And now, what turns you on is something that has to turn you off. I mean, you have to turn yourself off from all that. You turn yourself off from the actual physical realms. And try to turn yourself off. I mean, try to never have pleasure of this world. I mean, try to never be someone who's turning yourself on in a way that you may go do pleasure. And look at the scenarios that turn you on and go and see it. I mean, look at that. I mean, make sure you turn yourself off from that. And try to turn yourself off more and more and more. And the thing is, every single day, try to understand that I'm much better than that. I'm making sure every single day you must understand that what's important, or else what's important is understanding you go and turn yourself off and burn the fire out before it actually starts. And how you do that? I mean, you do that with words. I mean, you can always overcome with words. So make sure if you want to do something else and you want to understand straight away how it feels, then turn yourself off from everything. I understand that ejaculating on a woman's face is something that turns me on. So I understand it turns me off now. Because it turns me off, man. I'll turn it off right now. Which that never turns me on. Ejaculating on a woman's face never turns me on anymore. Actually, you must understand that. So I talk the words of that. Because if you fall weakness to that, then all you want is to do pleasure to that. But make sure you understand that what you want to realize is make it turn you off instead. I mean, make all that scenarios turn you off. When doggy style with a woman turns me off, man. I mean, it turns me off. And that's how I understand life. I said now, it just turns me off. Whereas a blowjob with threesomes and all that with women, it turns me off. I mean, everything about women turns me off. And everything about sexual positions turns me off now. And everything that's been happening in life turns me off now. Except I. I is what turns me on. I mean, turn off everything. I mean, you want to do pleasure with them now? Or how can you when you're turning yourself off from that? You understand? So everything with MILFs out there turns me off, man. Everything with them turns me off. I mean, everything with how they look like turns me off. And that's all turn off, man. And turn it off. And I said, so when you look at people now, then what do you see? I see the word I. Or that's how it is. Or every single day, what's a turn on now? Or I have no turn ons anymore. I have no fucking turn ons anymore because a turn on strikes pleasure, doesn't it? I fucking turn off all that. I never have a turn on anymore. Or if somebody asks you, what's your turn on? Or guess what? Or I have no turn ons. I have nothing that turns me on anymore. Or if something turns you on, then you want to have pleasure to that. I never have pleasure to that. So turn yourself off from it. And say it and speak the words of that. Like I've done, just like I've done in this video. I mean, never do pornography videos because it turns you off. And turn off the pornography videos. I never want to do pornography videos because it turns me off. It doesn't really. It's all I. It's all I. But I understand that's a high purpose then. That's words now. And now what actually turns me on is pleasure with words more. Now I understand that is something different. Guess what? Now it's just words that turn me on only. I mean, words turn me on only. Everything else turns me off. That's even better, isn't it? If you speak words to me, then that's a turn on. But what kind of turn on is that? I mean, now that's the thing. And that's a turn on for words more. I mean, so when you're speaking words to me, I'm speaking words to you. And that's a turn on to me. And nothing to do with physical pleasure. You understand? And that's the way it is. You have to understand. So what I understand about life is go and do greater. I mean, ejaculation is a turn off for me. It's a turn off for me, personally. But it has to be. Understand? Because anything that's a turn on for you is something that may make you ejaculate more and more and more. But for me, I just say this. I say ejaculation is a turn off for me. So make sure from that point I cut the fire. I never go that way. Never go that way. I never get to the point of pleasure. I try to run away from pleasure. What else gives me pleasure? Food and drink is a turn off for me. Food and drink is a turn off, a big time turn off for me. Understand? That's how it is, man. I'm learning how to grow myself differently. I'm learning to become much more. But the words are turn ons for me. If you could speak words to me and I can speak words to you, that's a turn on for me. In words. To speak to you more. That's it. That's the way it is. I'm never losing for that. I'm learning to detach from that. I'm learning to detach from the pleasures of this world. That's how it is. I am my turn on. I am my turn on. So I speak I only. For that reason. That's how I'm learning, yeah? I'm learning the different architectures of what I'm doing. I absorb the power in my words. I give it to you. Make sure I have more than enough. I'm always at word I only. I'm learning that nice beautiful architecture feel in different ways. I'm learning that everything else I see is a turn off, except the word I. The word I is my only turn on. That's it. Only the word I that I speak is my turn on. Now that's even better. That's more specific now. All I do from that point is just speak I just speak more word I. And guess what? I'm learning something. You can tie all your knowledge to the word I and just stick to the word I, and that's it. Now, I'm understanding that every single time I do something now, I'm learning the different scenarios of whatever it is. I'm not saying just stick to the word I, because that's a turn on and pleasure for me only. My only pleasure is my word I. There's no other pleasure in life. That's all it is. If you want to understand something about life, and you want to understand how to do something to improve yourself, and understand straight away how you feel. I feel that no matter what, I have my word I over them. I have my word I over them. I have something more than them. Always have something more than them. And how? Because I have my I first. I have I, and I wish I have no I. I have better skin than them. I have better pleasures than them. What kind of pleasures? I have better pleasures in my word I only. My pleasures is my word I. So I relate everything to the word I here. Make sure that I'm learning and growing in different ways. I'm making sure I learn how to go and suss out everything in terms of my word I, because I'm better than that. Better than everything, man. Better than everything. So I'm learning how to just control myself. I'm better than that too. Make sure I'm always learning how to go and strike up compulsion to succeed every single day. I understand straight away that I'm learning how to grow myself differently. And that's the whole point, yeah? And the whole point is understanding what you need to do daily to succeed differently is what you need to do. Focus on yourself every single day to love your life, and detach from other people so you can learn how to go and succeed for yourself. But you must understand straight away how you feel. Make sure you understand that other people turn you off, because you understand that everything is the word I only. The only thing that turns me on is the word I, which you must understand. So make sure you understand that other people, because of other people, looking for other people to turn them on. But you make sure you understand that what you need to realize is I never kill anybody. I'm making sure I'm learning that nice beautiful architecture. You never want pleasures from this world, but you want the word I. You never want what they have, and you want the word I only. They make you feel left out in the pleasure. They make you always left out in the pleasure. But the pleasure is the word I only. So they feel left out because I have the word I. Which they feel left out because of I. And that means that they want to come to I to feel part of the picture. In a sense, which that's how it is long term with me. So every single day I'm learning how to just focus on understanding that if you want to fantasize about something, you go ahead. Make sure you understand it straight away. You can see straight away what you can do is, you can always learn something, You can learn how that is, right here. You can understand straight away that learning that nice beautiful picture. The picture of life and how they are. That's a nice beautiful way of life, isn't it? You understand straight away how their mindset is about this moment with you. You must understand. So every single day you're making sure that no matter what, if you want to go and grow yourself differently, you can see how it is, man. You can see straight away how it feels. And you must understand straight away how I understand that no matter what. As I grow myself differently, I'm learning, I'm learning the different architectures of life. I'm learning that no matter what, then there's more to that in this situation always, to make sure that we're learning. But as you're learning differently, then you're making sure that no matter what, that you're studying upon life over here, and making sure that you can see straight away how you're learning that nice beautiful individuality of life. You can see the nice beautiful architecture over here, that is much more how it is. I mean, how it is I understand that you give them the chance to show you what they want, and all that. So if you're showing other people to show you what they want, what should they show you straight away? So I understand no matter what, I feel that they are more like that. Or they're more like that in the moment with you. You must understand. So I understand straight away that if you want to feel nice beautiful gratitude party, you must understand straight away I feel that nice beautiful compulsion here. I feel it's more how it is. That's an eternal flame, mate. That's where they can see right here. I understand straight away what I need to do is focus on understanding. It's much more how I see love over here. I see love because why? I sense no about the pleasure between us. I'm saying that, so no matter what I feel, straight away I feel that every single day I'm learning that nice beautiful feeling right now. I'm learning the feeling of love with somebody who is actually loving me in a way that they're choosing to love me. And they're choosing personally, aware of that. They just want to do it in front of everybody. And I understand Dragana. That's her. Now I understand that every single day as I grow myself differently, I'm learning to understand straight away how I feel. I feel that no matter what, it's more how I'm loving life differently, making sure that it's more that, it's more that scenario here. They're urging me to come and get them. And guess what, it's more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that I understand straight away how I understand. So the love that you understand something about life, and they never have that with other people. Or she never has that with other people. But why? Or it's because they need to communicate more. Or they need to communicate more, but that's how I feel. I feel that no matter what, it's more how I feel. We're just going somewhere, and we're just going somewhere in different ways. And you have to show love always, and you have to show different love always. It's more how I feel always, the same way, in different ways. I'm making sure you understand straight away how I feel. And how I feel is different. I feel that no matter what, it's more, I need to grow myself differently, and I'm making sure how I feel. I feel that it's much more how the nice beautiful life is, isn't it? That's the life. I'm showing her the life here. I'm showing her, that's the thing. And she understands that. She understands a different life here. But guess what, bro? She's more how she understands that she has a different life. And she has a different life, but guess what, bro? She's more how it can work out. And you have to understand straight away how we can feel together to go somewhere around the world. And you can show them all the world, man. You can show them everything, mate. I bet on that. But guess what, bro? It's more how I feel, and somebody else can see too about this. Which is more how I understand that no matter what, as I grow myself differently, it's much more how I feel that I have everything I ever need, mate. I feel that every single day I'm learning, that other people are always watching as well. But guess what, bro? It's more how it is. It's more how I understand straight away that it's different, isn't it, bro? It's more how they want to do it to me in front of other people as well. And that's the way. That's the way, always. That's how I feel much safer in I. Feel safer in I because I feel, and there's always a nice and beautiful way and orchestra over here to understand straight away to do greater. But that's how I feel always. I feel that no matter what, it's more how I feel. That it's more like that. I'm better on that. I'm showing myself over here to be much more attractive. So I'm understanding that no matter what, as I do greater myself, they wake up to it. And they wake up to it in different ways. I'm making sure that what I want to do is different aspects of life, mate. I'm doing different aspects, but they're more into I now. And since I'm understanding now, they're actually more into I. I'm pretty sure it's more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, it's more how I need to do that for myself. I have to go and track that always. I have to track that feeling where there's a feeling of me being able to just express myself on somebody where it's nice and beautiful for me to do so. And the thing is, every single day you're learning, yeah? You're learning that nice and beautiful aspect of life, yeah? You're learning that aspect of life that you need. That's what you need to do. You need to go and grow that. You need to grow the aspect of life that helps you move forward. But there's always something much more, isn't it? Which is always much more that what you need to realize about life is learn that you're actually stronger here than that person always. And guess what? I'm always stronger than that. Making sure you understand that no matter what day, it's more how I feel. Other people are attracting I here. They want to come into I here. And they want to actually come into I here. So I understand that no matter what, it's more how I feel. I feel it's more how there's always much more happening here. If you want to understand straight away how it feels to be able to deliver that to somebody, always, you understand straight away that you're feeling, that no matter what, it's more how I have the tug here to grow myself differently. And it's much more how I feel that I'm growing. I have to be growing always in different ways, and I have to make sure that I have more than that. Always I'm learning that nice beautiful attitude, yeah? The attitude of what? I mean, the attitude of being able to persuade myself to do better and better and better is what I'm talking about. That's real communicational skills. And that's the thing about life. I understand that no matter what, I have somebody here. If I'm making sure that no matter what, as I grow myself, I'm learning to persuade myself to do greater and greater and greater, and that's it, man. I'm making sure that no matter what, I'm learning that nice beautiful architecture of life. That's the thing about life over here. I'm making sure that you understand how I feel about that. I feel different. I feel that nice beautiful gesture here in different ways to make sure that I can have more than that. I'm making sure every single day that as I grow myself differently, I'm making sure I'm learning the different architecture of life over here with somebody over here, and learning how to just grow myself differently, and I'm making sure that is what I mean. I mean, every single day it's more how I feel. And no matter what, as I grow myself differently, I'm learning that nice beautiful architecture right now. And it's more how I feel that no matter what, that she can always, or they can always show me what they want and show them what they want out of this. And you must understand, they have a better imagination always. So make sure you understand that you can always see straight away. It's more how it is. And you have to focus on making sure that you're loving yourself completely. But if you're loving yourself completely, you know, say straight away, I never kill you. The thing is, I love that. I love that. But the thing is, I'll no more with I. No more with I ordinary. In a sense, I'm always aware. I'm more aware of other people. I'm making sure that you understand straight away how I need to go and grow myself differently. But as I grow myself differently, I'm making sure they understand straight away how I grow. And that's the thing about me. I'm showing them always how I feel about that situation. I'm showing them always that there's a different scenario here about life. And I can see straight away how it is. So, as I really grow myself differently, then you're learning about different aspects of life with different people and different courageous acts with different aspects of life. You're just learning how different it is. I mean, it's all different, isn't it? But that's a different lifestyle there. Actually, it's more different about how I was here. I can see the lifestyle here. I can see the improvement here. I can see that no matter what, it's more how I feel. And that feeling is how I feel now. I'm feeling much better now. I'm saying I'm expanding my mindset here. I'm expanding that nice beautiful zone here to see exactly how I can go about it. I'm going about it differently. I'm making sure I'm doing something different here. Guess what, Brushy? Eventually understand that no matter what, I'm more mature here. Guess what, Brushy? It's more how I feel. Brushy, it's more how I love to be. Move on. But that's the thing about this. Brushy, this is something where I see the confiscation of life. Brushy, this is confiscation of life. Brushy, this is totally cruel. Brushy, that's a cruel act. Brushy, it's more how I feel. Is it really? Brushy, yeah. Why? Brushy, it's more how I understand that no matter what, I apologize. Make sure that no matter what, that if I feel anything about life, it's more how I feel. I've learned how to grow from that. I'm learning that no matter what. It's more how I feel. I feel that, yeah, but the thing is, I feel I was immature. I was immature here. And the thing is, I'm learning to understand that they're becoming cruel about it. They have to summarize the apology over here too. And the I apologize kind of factor. Because I understand that when I understand anything about life, I understand straight away that when you're younger and when you're understanding something about life, when you're exposing cruelty around your life, you're touching somebody where you're both young, you're both so young about it, and about sexual acts and all this, then you understand straight away how I feel, that I always apologize for that. Because it's never, when you're anything younger, you do it. But you do it younger and younger in different ways by talking more words instead, but it's just unawareness. I'm not saying that no matter what, it's why I feel. Now, I'm doing much greater here. I can see the scenario here, but the thing is, that's more I here. I found my way I, and I'm stronger here. I'm much stronger, but I found my place in my I here. But guess what, Virtually now, Lucy? I found my place in my way. I found a strong path over here. And what strong path is that, Virtually? That's a path where I have it now. I have that path right now, and that path is something where I went a slow path over here, and I found my way through that path. And how did I find my way through that? Now, the thing is about this path over here, I'm learning to see the strategies over here. I'm learning to see exactly what is happening. So as I grow myself, I'll learn to pick up some power from this. But the power of what? The power of energy in something. And it's the energy of what? The energy of words or pleasure. Actually, it's pleasure. Actually, it's more pleasure, but it makes you feel more of a man. And is it more, does it make you feel more of a man? Actually, yeah. Actually, why? Actually, now, is it feelings of this physical world, or is it words they're saying? Actually, it's more the words, man. Or the words is what unlocks the feeling. which the words is what unlocks the feeling. So all you want to do is you want to unlock the words of your life over here with certain people and how the situation was going. And look back through your past and unlock all those feelings that you want. So I'm understanding that with this woman here, I'm looking at her, I understand that no matter what I feel for her. The thing is, I was so afraid of her. I was so afraid of her and what she thinks of me. So I'm saying that no matter what, I can approach her here, I can talk to her and make sure you understand that it's much more doable now at that point. And at that point, I understand she's single. And guess what? I'll move on. Which that's all it is. Approach with her. I understand that no matter what, that there's a power here. I have to unlock and I have to talk to her, about everything, about that and more. But the thing is more than that. And make sure I understand that no matter what, that she can feel that. And there's a tendency here to be alive much more in a tent somewhere and just to be able to just grow. And guess what, Brushy? That's how it is. Brushy, it's more how it is. I understand that no matter what, as I grow with her, I'm making sure that she understands that I'm growing for myself. And as she grows, that she actually finds attraction somewhere along the line. And guess what, Brushy? It's more how I feel. Brushy, I feel that no matter what, after a certain age, about around 16, Brushy, she finds more attraction here. And guess what, Brushy? It's more I feel. I feel that no matter what, as I grow myself, it's more how she feels afraid of her brother. And you must understand, I feel that too. The thing is, I understand that no matter what, that her brother here, I understand that it's much more between I and her. And guess what, Brushy? It's more how I'm always learning, I'm learning that nice beautiful architecture. But then, guess what, man? Now she has someone. Brushy, although, guess what, Brushy? The feeling over here, something different, but I'm learning from that situation there. Learning that I understand that my eye has to increase here. Totally. And that's the thing about life. Brushy, the thing about life now, I see eternity without that person in my life, in my eye. I see eternity with that person, but if you talk to them directly all the way through and talk to them, you can find eternity with that person in your life. And what does that mean? It means that they're always in your life somewhere. Because they're always in your life, and then just talk to them always. And guess what? Personally, I feel much closer to them than other people. And that's the thing about me. Personally, it's much more how I feel. If you're talking to them much more words, over time they feel much more strength to come and see you. If you're talking to them much more, the more you talk to them, the more you attract them into your life. It's much more heavy. So no matter what, if you really, really understand that, make sure you understand that you can let go, and you can understand that if you want to attract them into your life, really, you have to speak that into your life. Which that's how it is. But guess what, If you're speaking to them like this, you're speaking to them, guess what, eventually you're going to make the move to get them. Which that's what it is, yeah? Which now, anyway, that's what I feel here. So I'm actually going around about. I actually understand that no matter what, it's more how I feel. That I feel this woman, I feel like she's somebody that no matter what, that wants just somebody in terms of friend over here. I guess what I realize, she's very nice and beautiful here. I'm actually understanding that no matter what, that someone that has to go and really, really improve herself around many areas of life. I guess what I realize, if you just want to go that way, I guess what I realize, it's more how I understand that. But the thing is, right now, that kind of feeling right here where you're chasing her because, or you're chasing them because you want a feeling from them, but you have the words to say to them too. And guess what, it's more how I feel. It's much more how I see the word because of violence with her, but no, I have no violence with her here. But it's more how I understand that if you're just chasing her just to have pleasure, or you're chasing them to have pleasure in words, then guess what, I realize, what do you want from that? Because you have to chase the words here with her. And if you're chasing words with her, guess what, you have to understand that eventually she may tug out to understand that no matter what, it's more how you can see. You can see the feeling here. You can see the feeling here is strong. It's a strong feeling, isn't it? But that's a maturity right here. That's a maturity of you being able to control that. You can control the whole feeling, man. And that whole feeling is words, man. So that's all words, man. You can understand that. But guess what? I realize that they feel that they need to approach me here. And they feel that no matter what, they feel talking to them more about this, then they feel that they need to approach you here. And that's the thing I feel Jesus Christ understands, that when you're talking much more to anybody, then you're talking to attract them. You're talking to attract them, but that's how Jesus Christ is talking to you, to attract you always. Through the words. Through the words is how Jesus Christ attracts you. It's the same type of feeling, but it's all different always. I'm not saying that if you want to attract somebody always in different ways, then you want to understand straight away that you're looking to see exactly what that is, but go for it. And it's much more how you feel, then you must understand that they have to approach you. And if you understand then that it's already done, and they have to approach you differently always, then just move on. Actually, with these two, I understand that no matter what, that if you're talking to them both, you can talk to everybody much more like this, and you can understand that no matter what, you can go also talk to everybody at the same time. And then guess what, it's more how you feel. But if you want to talk to somebody specifically, then you have to talk to them in ways that you have to grow with them. You have to understand straight away how you feel here. But the feeling over here is really much better. because you're doing much better here. You're looking for the nice beautiful persuasion party, but they're actually somebody who are really recognizing you here in different words, and they're actually looking to see what exactly you're saying. So guess what, if you're saying something about that, you understand that no matter what, they have everything and compassion for them. You're just going to enjoy yourself anyway. But that's what it is, man. And you have to understand that. Anyway, I have to go to the nice beautiful customer service over here to go and give them the money so I can do greater and so I can do a higher purpose.